quick roundup of what's going on. And let's pop it open right there. Boom! Had a jacket on this morning when I went out because it was chilly. Hey, a bunch of stuff going on today in the Chatham Chatlist. Chatham Chatlist went out this morning before 8 o'clock. I'm doing that. I usually try to get them out before 8 simply because a lot of people on the chat list read the stuff in the morning. I got out on the chat list this morning. About 11 inches, someone was looking for vinyl siding work recommendation. There's also the notice where somebody was telemarketers would call in and say that, hey, you got billed a certain amount on Amazon. Say button. It's a scam from that. Someone's looking for sources for hibiscus, Confederate rose, cotton rose, and so again, looking for recommendations. There was an article we printed on the ChathamJournal.com website. The title of it is "Can We Tolerate This Horrendous Lack of Support by Chatham County Schools Leadership?" And basically what it is the Chatham Journal published a letter to the editor from a former Chatham Grove elementary school teacher, and in it the letter was actually one that she submitted to the Chatham County commissioners and the superintendent. It didn't get a response to it, but it was a little bit of a disturbing letter. She's had issues, and the thing that kind of kicked her over the edge is that in the letter she notes that one day a student that she was having concerns with attempted to put her head up her dress and started grabbing at her private parts, and she used a walkie-talkie to call for help. All she got is, "Do you copy?" And no one ever came to her rescue. We had that in the Chatham Journal, and also the News and Observer had an article about that as well. So it was a little bit more lengthy and just talking about disciplinary problems in the schools. A lot of them have increased since the pandemic, so there's a lot of concerns. The article also includes the emails for the Board of Education members, including Gary Leonard, who's the chairman, and Dr. Anthony Jackson, who's the superintendent. So that's on the chat list that went out this morning. It's also on ChathamJournal.com. So if you hadn't heard about that, you might want to take a look at that. And next school board meeting, I think, is coming up April 11th. I suspect it's going to be an interesting school board meeting. Other thing is, census information came out. A UNC group that works on it reported that North Carolina grew by 112,000 people just this past year, from April 2020 to July 2021, and that's quicker than the national average. National average growth was 0.1%. The entire state of North Carolina grew by 1.1%. In the same period, Chatham County actually grew by 2.1%. We went from 76,285 residents to 77,889 residents. So there was a numeric change of 1,604 residents. The interesting thing is that in Chatham County, we actually had more deaths than births in the county, and again, that's part of the aging population here in the county. And the net migration was 2021, so that's where you had that growth. So even though there were less births than deaths, in migration, folks coming in from other counties in the state and from other states in the United States grew our population. There's also notice about Douglas Sedlak. He was a Chatham Chatlist member. He passed away a few weeks ago. And there were a couple of notices. One, Mike Pelusi had run into him at one of the events. Doug had these things, hey, come out and let's have a drink and let's just talk stuff, politics or anything else. Mr. Buku wrote in, what's up with the rabies vaccinations? He's looking to see where there are inexpensive vaccinations out there. He's used to paying $5 to $10 for vaccination events, but his regular vet's like looking to do $49. So he's out there looking. So if anyone knows, you can put in the comments as to, hey, here's a vaccination event coming up. There's also someone looking for dish installer recommendation. And the other thing that came out on the Triangle Business Journal is that Vietnam's VitFast plans to put in a electric vehicle factory at the Triangle Innovation Point Center here in Chatham County. That deal apparently has not been finalized, but if they're looking to start making cars in 2022, yeah, they're going to have to start pretty quick because those kind of facilities usually take a couple of years to build. But that may be great news for Chatham County. But that's what's going on the chat list. Let's take a quick look at the Chatham Chat Facebook page. Again, just go to Facebook and just type in Chatham Chatlist and you will find us. Yeah, we had mention of the factory. We also had mention of the book club that the library is running, community library in Pittsbpro. You can join that. They meet up, let's see, meets every first Tuesday of the month. So that's coming up next week from 6:45 to 7:45. So you can on that. Sheriff's looking for a community identifying the vehicle driver, and the photos, you'll see those on the chat list as well. The other interesting thing, we also posted the articles from the Chatham Journal and the NNO on the chat list, so you can see that. A lot of comments on that. We had 60 comments on the News and Observer story and on the Chatham Journal story. Let's see. There were a bunch of there was over 20 comments on that. So if you want to see the comments, the Chatham Journal used to do the comment section, but there was so much spam and just trash that we stopped doing it. So now you can find a lot of comments on the Facebook page. There's something from the Chatham County Then and Now page that we posted. Seaforth, you got Coach of the Year, Randall Armstrong for All Conference Wrestling, and the All Conference champions for wrestling, Seaforth. They were top notch as well. We're getting close to wrap up here. Oh, yes, March 25th, 2010. So that was a dozen years ago. Chatham County House burned down. There's pictures of that. You can see that. I mean, that's right there in the center of town. So that there was a lot going on there. Also, contributions from the community paid for championship rings. So in less than a week, the Booster Club at Northwood was able to get together enough money to pay for championship rings for the team, the coaches, and the support staff. So thank you, Chatham County, for that. I also want to let you know the Chatham Chamber of Commerce is having an event April 6th, so that's about a month out. It's an opportunity to share business development. Briefing begins at 9 o'clock, runs till 10:30, and that's going to be taking place at the Ag Center. You can find that information on the Chatham Chatlist Facebook page, and there's a link to register. So it's there. If you're a member, the cost is $35. For non-members, it's $40. So that's what's going on in Chatham County and the Chatham Chatlist. Hey, thanks for listening. We will be back. I am trying to get this back on schedule, that we're doing this before 9 o'clock every day. Thank you to the hundreds of folks that listen in and watch this. One of the suggestions we had, we're going to try to have more, let's see here. I'm going to try to instill more more images so people can see what's going on. Again, Chatham Journal on Facebook. That's our information down here below. There we go. We take a quick look and can I say enough times? Just also want to let you know to subscribe to the Chatham Chatlist. All you need to do is send an email to chatlistbellsouth.net with the word subscribe in the header. And we've got over 6,100 members. Appreciate all the members out there. And that is information. And these morning updates, we just try to give you a quick overview of what's going on. Take a look at what's on the chat list and other sources. Again, today we looked at the Triangle Business Journal. And we try to keep these to about 10 minutes long. Don't want to go beyond that. So Chatham County, thanks for watching this morning. You will have a fantastic Monday, because Mondays can be rough for some people, but I know that we can have a fantastic Monday, Chatham County. So take it easy, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. All right.